Hello everyone, once again here I am with my collection of succulents that I have. So in this video I'm going to show you how to check the watering level of the plant, and then based on that we can decide whether we need to water them or not, and then I'll show you how to water them if we need to really water them. So in here I have got very different type of succulent. I have a couple of them that I have plant them already in a glass pot, which is quite easier for me to know if they need water or not. I'm going to start with these two since they are in the glass and they are pretty transparent, so I can easily show you whether we need to water them or not. In here, as I can see, the soil are fully dry from the top to the bottom. So in this, for sure, I need to water it. As you can see, the top as well as at the bottom, it's fully dry. The soil is fully dry, which tells me that I need to water these plants. To be honest, this one I haven't watered for almost 3 to 4 weeks, which is still the plant is doing pretty well. They drink water very slowly, so it's going to take a lot of time. If you're going to put little water on them, it's going to take a lot of time for them to drink it all. So as I said here, I need to do the watering for this, which I'm going to show you. In the next one, which is this, it's a quite big one, here. This here, as you can see, on the top it's quite dry. So, but on the bottom is pretty, I can see some moisture is there. So I'm not gonna water this for maybe 1 more week. Then I will water it, because as I said, you know, we have to be very careful while we're going to water our succulent to ensure that we don't kill them. Water is the first enemy for the succulents and make them die very fast. These are desert plants and usually they do not need much water. So in this over here, I'm going to keep it aside for now, which I'm not going to water it, and I'm going to do it in next maybe next week. I'll do the watering. Maybe here you can see more clear that you can see at the bottom darker brown means that it's some moisture is there, but on the top is fully dry. This is how we as a human make a mistake when it comes to the knowing the water level. We always look at the top of the soil. As you can see here, we can see the top of the soil is dry. So we think that okay, at the bottom also is dry, which is just a common mistake that we all make. So that doesn't mean if on the top is dry, top of the soil is dry, means that at the bottom also is dry. As you can see here, on the top is very dry, so I could be maybe tempted to water it, but on the bottom it has some moisture, which I'm going to leave it. In the next plants that I want to show you, the next succulent, to see if I need to water them or not, I have here, which is easily, basically I can try to pull it up. That's fine if you have some soil fallen away. This is a fully dried soil, and that's the reason that all of this extra soil fallen off, because it's fully dried, so I need to water it. Same thing with these ones as well, fully dried. The soil is fully dried. Also with my here, fully dried soil. As you can see, some baby pops also around it, which I can show you in my next videos how to propagate them or how to separate them and make a new fresh plant. Oh, plenty of baby pops here. I have got two smaller one. When you're handling this small little succulent, be careful not to break the leaves, because they're very delicate. Ensure that maybe sometimes there are some roots locked at the bottom, so while you're pulling it up, it might break the leaves. So always at the bottom, have a look, because there are some roots maybe locked from bottom, and then it will avoid you be able to pull it easily. So in here, also same way. Oh, one leaf fall off. It's a common mistake I made. Fully dry, so it needs water. As well as this one. I have some sharp edges cactus or succulents, which I have put them separately. So I have here dishwashing gloves to to make sure I don't injure myself. Carefully to look. Also very dry off. Maybe even the pot has to be changed to a bigger pot because the roots are so congested. Also for this smaller one, also tiny roots, congested root, need water. Also maybe to a bigger pot I have to change, which I'll show you in my next videos how to do that. This is a bit tricky, quite sharp spikes, so I'm gonna put a little bit of tissue over it for me to see if it needs water or not. Be very careful. Sometimes these dishwashing gloves also it might hit apart and the spike can go through and injure you. Yes, very dry soil, so for sure we need to water this as well. So what I'm gonna do, basically I have my water sprayer here. Let me take this tissue off. I have my water sprayer here, and I'm gonna slowly water them, starting with the small one. We have to water the soil, not to water the plant actually, when it comes to succulents, because when you water the plants, like let's say if I'm going to throw the water in here, basically I'm allowing the fungus to grow, and the roots, the leaves will be rotten and get damaged. So, and this kind of succulents, when one leaf get damaged, it affects the rest of the leaves and it helps plant to die faster. So always water the soil little bit. In this one, because it's a glass pot, it helps me to know better, but as it has a drainage at the bottom, that's the reason it's easier for me to see through. I'm gonna water on every corner. And I'm gonna continue doing that until I see the water reaching to the all around the pot and at the bottom. As you can see now, some water is accumulating down, so which is, I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side, and that's gonna be enough for this. Yes, and I have the next one, these little ones, little in the corner. You need to have a very narrow water sprayer to allow you water them properly, not to spread the water on the leaves. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna do this until I see some water coming down from the bottom of it. As you can see now, the water came out from the bottom, so that means that the water has reached to the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna keep this piece aside, and I'm gonna show you how to propagate this piece with a different kind of plant or variegated basically. So I'm going to keep this aside for now, and then I'm going to show you in the next video. Here I have another one. After I have watered all of them, I think so, yeah. I have watered all of them. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to have a tray with a full of water, maybe a plate, a dining plate. I'm gonna spray some water in here, and I'm gonna place these succulents in this also for the roots to take some water from down as well, because maybe when we water them from the top, not all the roots or all the soil has got the water. So I'm going to keep this succulent for a few minutes, maybe maximum 5 minutes, in this plate, so they can take some water from down as well. Then I'll try to show you how the soil look like at the bottom. Here we go. Small one here and another small one there in this corner. And that won't fit there. I'm gonna try with this. Four is enough actually. Here we got another one, another plate. You can easily wash them later. If you have any sort of plastic trays or any saucer for your plants, still you can use them. I'm here using my plates that we usually eat in, and you can wash them later. Here we go. So I'll show you next few minutes to see how the water has gone through to all part of the succulent roots and the soil. And in here I have the succulent that I have put some water in it. As I can see, some water going to the bottom. Over a few minutes I would see all of the dried soil will get wet. So do not need to add more water, because there are some more water at the bottom. Slowly they will come up and get all of the soil wet. So we do not worry, and you do not need to add more water. Thank you very much. In the next few minutes I'm going to show you exactly how this has been look like. I hope this video been very useful to you. Please subscribe to my page for motivating me to add more videos. You don't miss any single video that I share with you guys. Thank you very much.